Hey, Heather. Be right there, fixing everything. Hey, Danielle. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. Trying to get Eddie all set up here. Doing good. I think. Hey, Mystique. Oh, hey, Wisteria. How are you? All right, I think I got everything. Eddie's not home from work yet, so I had to set his all up and everything. So I know what the hell I'm doing. I try to know what the hell I'm doing. I'm doing well. I am. Better than yesterday. Sorry I didn't go live, guys. Hey, Patrick. How you doing, hon? I've been having problems with my ears, and yesterday I had dizzy spells, so I was like, you know what? Let me just rest. Let me go ahead and open it up. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We want to do that. There we go. What's up? I forgot to turn my light on. Goodness gracious. Yeah, Eddie will be coming in though. Thank you, Patrick. Yeah, he'll be coming in. He's working till 10 our time. So he should be coming in the next couple minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Who knows? It depends. Hope all is well with you guys. Let's see, get that up there. Yeah, he's working. He had to go in at 2 this morning instead of midnight. So he's there until 10 a.m. our time. No worries, Wisteria. No worries, hon. Believe me, you should hear some of my broadcasts talk about mistakes. Something always happens during one of my broadcasts. Ask anybody. Hey, Misty Cat, how are you, hon? Hey, Nicole. Wow, everybody's over on D-Live today. What's up with that? Everybody wants those lemons. That's what it is, huh? Everybody hear me okay? I'm using the webcam, the Logitech for the... So I've heard it's got a good mic on it. I have yet to put my mic back over on that side of the wall. No, we didn't, Patrick. We're fine. We didn't feel that one, which is weird because the one couple years ago that happened down there, we did feel. But this one we didn't feel at all. We didn't have a tsunami warning here or anything like that. Yeah, so which is good. Okay, good, Heather. Thank you. Excuse me. So yeah, it's again, sorry I didn't go live yesterday. I got new tarot cards. I love them. Card stock could have been better, but I absolutely love them. They deal with energies of the cards and not so much the readings, just the energies. Here, I'll show them to you real quick. Eek! They're called the Crystal Power Tarot. And they're really pretty. I mean, they're beautiful. And it has to do with the crystals that are involved with the card. Like the Wheel of Fortune has to do with green aventurine. The Hermit is, put it in a light, turquoise. You know, it's pretty cool. I like them. I like them a lot. Yeah, well, usually wisteria, when I read, I'm empathic, so a lot of it, I'm clairsentient and cognate. So, what do you mean, Patrick? Thank you. Thank you, Wisteria. You have a longer wait on chat today. What do you mean? Is it lagging? It could be because I noticed getting everything up, it was a little laggy here. We got some windstorms going on here. So if it's laggy, it might be because of that. But yeah, like I was saying, when I was reading, a longer delay. I haven't put a longer delay on it, but it might be because of the windstorms. I know the Wi-Fi is lagging. Eddie didn't have Wi-Fi all night. Thank you, Nicole, for the ice cream. You got me. I jumped a little. I felt it. If Andy's in the background, hi to Andy. I miss you, buddy. So when I'm reading, yeah, like I feel the energy. That's why I'll go and take a 4-hour nap after. Well, yeah, I'm as psychic as a potato too, you know. But it comes to me and I don't like when it's almost like what I feel when I'm reading is like somebody's talking through me. Like I don't, that's why a lot of times I can't, if somebody asks me 10 minutes, what did I say in the reading? I'm like, I don't know. But, oh, thank you, Patrick, for the ice cream. I jumped a little. You got me a little bit. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate the lemons. I appreciate it. You too, Mr. Cat? That's funny. All right, let me scroll these down because my chat, for some reason, is not scrolling, which you gotta love that. Yeah, it's make Missy jump day. Yeah, exactly. I know. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So today on the show, we are talking about, the first thing we're talking about, of course, What If Wednesdays is all about UFOs, conspiracy theories, cryptids, all that good stuff. Yeah, I just, when I'm giving a reading, I just don't know. It's like I zone out. Um, so today we're talking about, there's a new documentary, and I wanted to watch it. Me and Eddie were like all hyped to watch it last night, and we can't watch it until, I thought it was a Prime Video or documentary, and we didn't get a chance because you got to buy it or you got to rent it, which is no big deal. He gets paid tomorrow. I get paid tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Andy. I miss you, buddy. I really do. Um, he gets, we get paid tomorrow, so because Monday was a holiday for us. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the diamond. It didn't tell me who sent it. Oh, Mystique, thank you. Thank you, Wisteria, for the diamond. I appreciate it. Um, but because Monday was a holiday, we couldn't figure out what holiday. It was Alaska Day, so everything was closed. So he gets normally paid on Thursdays, and I usually get my unemployment on Wednesdays. But for the holiday, I got to wait till tomorrow. So even though, because I wanted to watch it right before I did the story, and you know, so we didn't get to. I'm still going to do the story. I'll show you guys the trailer to it, and we'll talk about it a little bit. But it's all about Harry Reid. Senator Harry Reid confirms UFOs interfered with U.S. nukes. So, and that's what the documentary is all about. And then we're going to look at a video that says a mother claims to have filmed a goblin running past her toddler. And then we're going to check out what is the Merkaba. I always say Merkaba. I don't know. So if I say Merkaba, that's just the way I am. You know how my mouth goes. It has a mind of its own. We're going to check out a morphing Merkabah that was filmed in the sky. Okay, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, what a Merkabah is and all that good stuff. And right, I hear you, Misty Cat. I hear you. And then we're going to talk about 7 examples of proof that giants existed. So yeah, that's going to be the stories for today. And then, of course, we'll check out the UFO stalker like we do every Wednesday and see how many sightings of UFOs were reported last week. So with that being said, no, Nicole, tell him no. I truly miss him. That's why I haven't done any stories from the UK. I mean, how am I going to, he's my interpreter. See, mouse wants to do whatever it wants. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this party started. As soon as I find out what the hell I'm doing. Watch your ears, guys. Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. All right, so with that being said, first off, it's right in front of me, never mind. UFOs, Patrick, or Merkabahs? I'm taking it you probably mean UFOs. Probably. I mean, there's been a lot going around about UFOs coming into our airspace and everything. It's been crazy. So Harry Reid, Senator Harry Reid, of course, he served from, I think, when the hell was it? 2007? No, 2005 to 2017. Something like 40 years in the Senate. Oh, okay, Nicole. Great. Just what I need, him with a dictionary. Hey, Steve. What else is new? Nobody gets the notifications. I didn't share it out. That's my bad. No, it should have automatically shared it. I don't know. God, I feel like today's a Monday. Yeah. Oh, okay, Steve. I will definitely look for it. So Harry Reid confirms UFOs interfered with U.S. nuke missile sites. If they had been called upon by the president, and this is what got me, this is in the trailer where he says this, if they got called upon by the president to launch the nukes, he couldn't have done it. Nobody could have done it because they were shut down by UFOs. Former U.S. Senator Harriet, known for his instituting the secret Advanced Aerospace Weapons System Applications Program in the Defense Department to study UFOs and unexplained aerial phenomenon, appears in a newly released documentary on UFO cover-ups by the government worldwide. In this case, Reid is referring to the numerous accounts by military personnel working at nuclear missile sites of UFO sightings over them, and some actually interference by the UFOs themselves, including full shutdowns of launch systems resulting in security crisis, Reid describes in a trailer for the documentary. And like I said, I'll play that trailer, including shocking never-before testimony from high-ranking government and military officials, NASA astronauts, and riveting footage. The timely film includes bombshell reveals about the UAP incursions of the nuclear weapons facility and the monumental events behind the New York Times' recent disclosure of UFO videos and the Pentagon's classified UFO program. I thought I heard the door, but apparently not. Providing eye-opening evidence that Honey?
What?
He is here. That chaos is here. The Pentagon classified UFO program proving eye-opening evidence that mankind is not alone in the universe. Senator Harry Reid says the phenomenon makes the incredible credible. Everybody welcome Chaos to the stream. Hey, Sarah Scott.
Hold on, try to catch my breath.
No problem. So yeah, Senator Harry Reid, he knows that these things were getting shut off. You guys, if you've been in my stream before, oh, must be Scott. About bloody time, Eddie. LOL.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, Freaky Geek. No problem, hon. No problem.
Hi, Pizza Curry Boy Squad.
Sarah can't comment. She's making you dinner. What the hell, Scott? You're supposed to be making her dinner.
Speaking of which, where is my lunch?
In the fridge.
Can't find my tag on the stream.
It should be coming up. I put the new link in. I finally did that. I'm not sure if it'll work today or tomorrow, but
well, in the meantime.
Yeah, in the meantime, he can share it. You mean his new channel, Steve? Right? Yeah, right, Freaky Geek? In one situation I know of, a nuke silo had missiles activated to launch at the same time. 2 large UFOs were seen at it. Yeah, at the silos. Yeah. Patrick, the thing of it is, the way I look at it, if you've been in my stream, of course, Patrick, you have, but if you've been in my stream, the way I look at it with the UFO shutting it down, to me, it's like, if we want to destroy our Earth, they're like, go ahead. But we're also destroying their system, their solar system. Do you know what I mean? So what if we put nukes out there?
He wanted my steam.
Oh, your steam. I don't know what your steam is.
I don't either.
Is it Chaos Awaits? I can't remember.
I gotta go look.
I can't remember.
Oh, heavens to Mercury.
Oh, you just lost chat.
Well, I don't know. Just cut me some slack.
Yeah, freaky geek.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, let's get that. We'll get that.
There we go.
And then that. Okay. Freaky. My Steam name is Chaos Awaits 12.
Okay.
Now there's my Just Chaos link that just popped up.
There you go. See? All right. So, yeah. So my way of thinking is basically, if we send off nukes, we're not only destroying our planet, we're putting nuke out into the...
Hi, Nicole.
Out into the atmosphere.
I got it. What are people asking me?
He's like, I just got off work. I don't know what's going on.
Steve, I'll shoot you a message when I figure out what the hell my name is.
So director James Fox is known for the UFO's 50 Years of Denial, and I Know What I Saw, and the newly released The Phenomenon. That's the documentary that's coming out, or that came out, is expected to build on that base of the UFO research and exposure. In particular, UFOs allegedly disruption operations at nuclear weapons facilities. One such incident was reported by Captain David Schindel, a Minuteman I Intercontinental Ballistic Missile Launch Crew commander at the Minot Air Force Base in North Dakota in 1966. After UFOs were seen around the base, 10 ICBMs suddenly switched to off alert. I remember seeing that.
Yeah. Hi, Heather.
And could not be launched until they were reset. Schindel said that he reported up to the chain of command, but he and the others who either saw the UFO or the unexplained shutdown or both were told to never speak to anyone for the rest of their lives about it.
Welcome, Eric.
Hey, Eric, how are you? How you doing, hon? Schindel didn't until he mentioned the incident in an interview in 2010, and then a great detail in his tell-all book in 2017. See, it seems like that everybody's getting sick of this cover-up. Like, just freaking let us know. You know what I mean? What's going on? Harry Reid had long been a proponent, both publicly and privately, of UFO and alien disclosure by the U.S. government, and hinted there was real physical evidence being hidden. After the recent videos of the UFO encounters with the military pilots, of course, that's the GOBLIN and the three of them there. I can't remember all their names. Or they'll go fast, and I forgot the third one. When he asked what stuff or other confirmed UFO sightings he referred to, Reid said, most of it hasn't seen the light of day. Remember, we saw that last night as a trailer. Yep. There have been encounters between military police and UFOs since there was military pilots. And many can eventually be explained by mistaken aircraft, theirs and ours, equipment anomalies, poor visibility, and other causes. That doesn't cover all of them. But what Reid is referring to is special cases concerning nuclear missiles and weapons. a main reason for the Cold War with the Soviet Union. And supposedly, what I've read before is the reason the Cold War went dead was because of those UFOs shutting down the nukes. Thank God, And Captain Schindler's encounter is not the only one. American military news reveals that Robert Hastings, who Schindler first told of his encounter in 2010, claims he heard at least 120 former U.S. service members who witnessed UFOs flying around nuclear weapons facilities and or deactivating equipment. Yes, Eric, exactly. And I think just everybody is getting sick of it and be like, listen, if they're ours, say they're ours. If they're not ours, tell us, At least that's my feeling on it. Whether this is aliens, a foreign country, homegrown saboteurs, or something else, this is a security risk that should be dragged kicking and screaming into the light of day. So let me go ahead without further ado and play this trailer. Again, like I said, tomorrow we should be able to watch this. And I really want to see it. Let me go ahead and share screen. Share audio, that usually helps.
Yeah.
And as soon as YouTube wants to let me play it, I'll play it. Okay. Any day now. There we go.
Senator Harry Reid, who instigated the secret Pentagon UFO program, confirmed what nuclear launch officers have been reporting for decades.
There's more than one up there.
UFOs have interfered with our country's most powerful weapons.
If they had been called upon by the president to launch, we couldn't have done it. All we're saying, nobody has to agree that why it's there, but shouldn't we at least be spending some money to study all these phenomena? Shouldn't we study this stuff? The answer is yes. And that's all this was about. And why the federal government all these years has covered up, put brake pads on everything, stopped it. I think it's very, very bad for our country.
Are you saying that there's some evidence that still hasn't seen the light of day?
I'm saying most of it hasn't seen the light of day.
And Patrick, I think they had the power to shut it down. They had the power to launch them too. He was asking about if the UFOs had the ability to launch them too.
Right. I'm sure they do, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they had the ability to shut them down.
But yeah. Definitely a documentary that I'm going to be watching because I really I'm very interested. When like I know the one guy, I can't think of his name, that is in the whole To the Stars Academy, not Louis Elizondo, but one of the other ones. I don't know whether to trust them or not when it comes to the Stars Academy because of the fact that Louis Elizondo is still cleared. He still has clearance, and he was a disinformation officer. So it's kind of, it's like, who do you believe, who not to believe? But I think, again, everybody's getting sick of just come out with it. Of course, Eric. If you want, go ahead and can you type in my email? in the chat? Yes, of course. We always. Yeah,
Shows on
you're all
one, right?
Yeah,
At Yahoo.
yeah. But that's the thing. You don't know who to believe and who not to believe. But I think just everybody's getting sick of it. Tell us the freaking truth, you know? At least in this community. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
At least in this community. I don't know. Well, I mean, obviously, if this community, they'd be like bugging out, like, oh, we knew it. It's one of those things that it's just, you know, is it ours? Is it not ours? Is it here to harm us? Is it not here to harm us? That type of thing. Yeah, that's true, Patrick. That's true. Exactly, Freaky Geek. Take the info with a grain of salt and do your own research if you know how to. Yeah. Same, Nicole. Same. That's why I don't watch the news. Eddie will tell you anything political. I'm like, whoa. And I feel bad because he is into political stuff, and it's the one thing I just don't even want to think about. So next on our hot topics of the day. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I can make this bigger. Well, maybe. Yes, I accept that you use cookies. A mom films a goblin running across the floor. But is it real? You guys ready for this? You guys... Let me go. I don't think there's any audio, but... Here we go. This is a UK site, so it's going to take a minute. Any day now.
The real Al Gross
What the hell
owns
is
this
this?
multi-million-dollar mansion in California, and that's where his ideas
Why?
come from too. Radical
Because it's
policies that
YouTube.
would cut
Sorry,
oil
guys, for
production
the
by
ad.
45%. Massive job-killing tax hikes. Democrat Al Gross as liberal as California.
Of course, I brought up politicians, right?
No
Okay.
se puede.
Oh.
Búscala. Que te ayude.
What do you think? It won't let me play it again. I gotta... What do you guys think? Oh, shut up. Yeah, it kind of does look like a brownie, doesn't it? Oh, it took me to... Yeah, gross. I don't want it. You think it's CGI? I don't know. It's weird how that interference came in.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that? Like when I watched it, goblins, yeah, they can be any size, Freaky Geek. That's what I'm saying, Patrick. What the hell was that? The interference is what got me. When I watched it last night, I didn't have the sound on, so I didn't even, I was like, when that came up on the screen, I was like, what? They could be CGI. Definitely. But that was creepy. I couldn't imagine.
The weird part is, too, you didn't see a shadow.
Yeah, there is a shadow.
Oh,
I did see that.
I didn't see the shadow.
All right, hold on. Let me pull it up again. I will play it again. Maybe. Let me get my show notes. It does have a shadow. I will say that. Maybe. There it is. Oh, nice. You kept it big for me. So sorry if there's a... Oh, come on. Now I gotta go through all these ads. Okay, there it is. Maybe. Where is the video? Sorry, guys. Oh, maybe because it hasn't loaded.
I can see the shadow on it from here.
Oh, there's the video. Okay. Wrong way.
Patrick.
Okay, ready? Could be a rat running on side legs. Maybe. Sorry if there's an ad. Am I froze up? I am froze. You're not.
Yeah. Well, you're lagging.
Yeah. Any day now.
I don't think there would be a shadow if it's CGI.
I don't know. But if you do look at by side, or you know what I mean, on the floor, there is a shadow.
I told you I could see it from here before you even tried to reload your video.
Come on, for real? All these sites kill me. Yeah, see?
Mm-hmm.
You can see right there, there is a shadow. Let me see if I can bring that up, because obviously
That almost looks like a featherless chicken now.
let's not. All right, here we go, guys. Sorry. And it sounds like vibration.
Another thing that confuses me though is this: the woman that videoed that, when she seen it run by, why wouldn't you try to be quick enough to get to the end of that corner there?
My first instinct was, yes, I'd be grabbing my kid. Like, what the fuck is that? Grab the kid out of the way. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I'd be like, what the? My kid's arm would probably be out of socket because I'm trying to grab it away.
Hi, Pammy.
Hey, Pammy. Yeah, exactly. They just want chocolate. That's all they want. No harm, no foul. Just chocolate.
Did they see a small spaceship outside?
That would be, wow, that'd be tiny. How you doing, Pammy? Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I mean, crazy evidence, right? So the next story that I have Yes, brownies love chocolate. Yep. That they do. And they, long as a lot of the woodland creatures, as long as you don't destroy their houses, their homes, and like their areas, and you treat them with respect, you're golden. But I would still be grabbing my kid out of the way. Just me.
So it's clear though.
So there was a morphing Merkaba spinning in the sky. It was caught by, well, a viewer sent it into Mr. Of course, you guys know that I watch him all the time, Mr. MBB333. And we'll go ahead and play this, and then I'm going to explain to you, because some of you might not know, I don't know, maybe you do, what a Merkaba is, or Merkaba. See, I told you. But I thought, Heather, to be honest with you, that's what I think, that all, like, woodland creatures, I even think Bigfoot, I think all of those tie into elementals. I think they're here to just protect and, you know.
The thing was, it ran across the floor like a cat was chasing it.
Yeah, yeah. Merkaba? Okay, no worry. I'll definitely we'll talk about Merkaba and what it is and everything. At least what people think it is. But let me go ahead and share this. And it's very interesting to me. This is very, very interesting to me. Because it does look like a Merkaba. First of all, I should probably show at least a picture. What the hell's going on here?
Look at the camera.
That looks cool. So let me at least show you what. This is the Merkaba. The triangle within the triangle.
That looks like 3 triangles.
No, it's a one triangle is down. It's a 7-point star, basically. Let me see. Now they had, one of these had jewelry on the site. Kind of like that. See? It's kind of like the Star of David, but 3D, basically. If that makes sense. So that's what a Merkaba looks like, but it's like I said, it's like 3D. So here we go. What do you guys think about this? As soon as it decides it wants to. Okay.
And her and her husband both were taking videos of this object in the sky. And I want to let you guys know, I have done actually both of the videos, I've done nothing to these videos except zoom in here in just a few minutes. These videos are original as I received them. That's why it says here, original unedited footage. And there's also some narration that comes along with this video. Check this out. This is really cool. You're going to see this thing kind of morph or what appears to be split in two.
January 9th, 2015. Oh, cool. It's triangling again.
I'm getting some good footage too.
It's a gas bubble.
You think it's a gas bubble?
Oh.
It's the one from one of your farms?
Check this out.
Yeah, but I think that's a tree limb, isn't it?
No, I don't think. Tell you what, just to make sure.
Yeah, go out there and see if it's.
I'll go out, because that's what it was doing earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Now what they're doing, they couldn't tell if it split or if there was a tree that he caught a tree limb.
Right.
Are you serious? Well, I got it on film. Huh? You sure there's not a tree limb in front?
She went down and checked, and it was not a tree limb. it had done
He's a
that
chicken
multiple times where it looked like it split in two.
Let me just focus a little bit more. Well, there it's doing it again.
See that? Isn't that
Can you see
bizarre? And the lady could see it, not just through the camera. She was looking at it. And he was saying he's got it on film. He's got it on film.
Getting out of focus. Let me go back.
So what do you guys think? Pretty cool, right? No, I think he, let me see, tries to zoom in. He does all his, what's cool about Mr. MBB333 is that he goes
Motion.
through and he color.
I mean, like I said, this is getting weird. And this isn't the first time this has happened. There it is in a negative format, and you can totally tell there's a solid object there of some sort that's moving around, just rotating what appears to be very rapidly.
So what do you guys think? Pretty cool? Now, what's interesting when it comes to Merkabahs, we're supposed to be able to travel in these, okay? Love flying cat balls. Nice. Oh, is that how the city of New Jerusalem heaven I describe in the Bible, Missy? That could be. That could be.
That looked awful tiny to be able to travel in it.
No, what it is you're supposed to, the thing of it is Merkabahs are supposed to be energy traveling. Like you meditate and you're supposed to form the triangles, and then the one circle spins this way and the other one spins this way, and you can kind of like astral traveling throughout. Now, I know the Pleiadians are supposed to be used this to travel. I've heard of them using them before. What it does, it combines opposing energies in perfect balance, masculine and feminine, Earth and cosmos. The union results in the activation of a light and protection around your body that can transport your consciousness to higher dimensions. Reminds us of potential power we yield when we find balance and raise our vibrations. Now, as far as this, like I said, all the links will be down in the description. The Merkabah was thought to be a divine light vehicle, a spiritual spaceship, and they kind of use it too as what was seen Ezekiel's wheel in the Bible, like the movie Contact with the spinning wheels. They think this is why people that saw these things in the sky thought they were chariots or whatnot. Was transported people from one dimension to another, and thus enabled people to access, connect, and communicate with beings of other dimensions. It's a counter-rotating field of light in the shape of two interlocked tehedras. I probably said that wrong.
What's up, PLE?
Hey, PLE. This is why it's referred to the chariot of ascension. When viewed, it looks like a three-dimensional Star of David. Why does it look like the Star of David? Because the Star of David came about as a result of people observing the Merkabah phenomenon, or so they think in this article. You can't get a clear focus because of the distance, and it will flicker just like that, in my opinion, Eddie. Yeah, that's the thing, too, is like I've taken video of, like, remember that star or the satellite we were watching?
Yeah.
And when I zoomed in, that's why I kind of understand when they do UFO videos, because of the fact that when you zoom in, they all look like they're spinning, whether it be a star or a satellite. So if you get your phone and you see something crazy in your phone, you're crazy in the sky, and you go to use your phone, if you zoom in on it, when you're video recording it, at least, it looks like it's spinning. I know that because I've tested that myself. Because at first I was excited. I was like, oh my God, it's spinning. And then I realized that no matter what I pointed at and zoom in at, that it's going to look like it's spinning. So, like, the Merkabah became a secret doctrine only known to a few rabbi, mystics, and philosophers preserved the knowledge, while others forbid its study. And again, like I said, did I say hi to PLE? Hi, PLE. If I didn't say hi to you, I'm sorry.
You did.
Oh, did I? Okay. Okay, temperature inversions. Yeah. So it looks, but but I've heard like stories, not only just from the Bible, but people that do believe in Pleiadians and everything. That's how they travel a lot. So I'm wondering if we astral travel, if we automatically have a Merkaba, but we don't see it because we're in it. I don't know. Like I said, all the links will be down at the bottom of the show or in the description. You can check it out if you want to read more. Hey, Beth, happy birthday! Libra's rule.
Mm-hmm.
Sagittarius are stubborn.
Yep.
But yeah, so if you want to check it out, like I said, check it out. And see, Libra's rule. My daughter's, who was here earlier, was October 17th. Mine was October 18th. Somebody's was October. Oh, Janet's. My coworker was October 19th.
Yep. No, today's 19th.
Today's
21st.
Yeah. You lost a couple days, babe.
Well, I lost a little sweet too.
Yeah, right. So the next part, and we're going to get into this because this has to do with Mr. Giant over there. I was reading these. Of course, I'm always studying. Oh, that's cool, Mystique. Yeah, my whole family, like my mom's was the 7th. My cousin's is the 13th, I think. It's crazy. October babies rule, though. No, Leos do not. I'm joking. But yeah, so I came across this and I'm like, we'll have to talk about this because Mr. Eddie over there.
That's me.
Yeah, that would be him. Has somewhat of a giant. Well, at least has giant aspects in him. So we're going to talk about 7 examples of proof that giants existed. Okay? It says Genesis chapter 6 tells us there were giants in earth in those days and afterward. The biblical Goliath was said to be only one of 4 brothers. And there are countless tales of giants from all over the world, from Norse, Indian, Mayan, Aztec, Inca, and Greek lore. What if giants are not myths at all, but a part of our actual history? And they were hidden from us up until now.
What else is new?
Right? The Giants of Ecuador. In 2013, after heavy storms in the equator, a large female skull was found in Aloha province. Scientists determined that the skull was approximately 600 years old. The discovery of the skull inspired a search for the rest of the skeleton.
Hey, Lost Souls.
Hey, Lost Souls. Past life.
Yeah, he was so tall, he was short.
That's right. The discovery of the skull inspired a search for the rest of the skeleton, the parts of which were found and assembled a few weeks later. The skeleton stood 7 feet tall, 7 feet 4 inches tall, which was astounding considering that the average height of a woman in those days were 5'8". Nowadays it's 5'5" because, I'm average height for a woman. Further research led to that's a fight between me and Eddie all the time. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
He always calls me Shorty. Further research led to the discovery of 5 more giant skeletons in the same area. All of the skeletons were between 7 to 8 feet tall and were buried in a deep, deep grave. They were found at 2 separate sites, leading scientists to conclude that they were probably from 2 different tribes. The remains of a much larger giant were found in Ecuador in 1964. Father Carlos Vaca, a priest who worked with hospitals, was called upon to examine some strange bones found in a mountainous area. Vaca determined that the bones were human, despite being incredibly large. The bones were taken to Australian artifact researcher Klaus Donna, who allowed several experts to view the bones. They all came to the conclusion they belonged to a human who likely would have been over 25 feet tall. They also concluded that the bones were over 10,000 years old. And here's a picture of them, or that.
Damn.
Yeah, well, that's a little big.
Yeah, femur bone on that thing.
Right? Well, hell, his shin bone is about almost the size of a human.
Well, that's true, too.
That's creepy. Shorter than this. You shorter than me? Hey, Lost Soul. I'm good. How are you? You never know, Misty Cat. You never know. I don't know if you guys watch. I'll put his name out there. Of course, he don't need no introduction because he's a great big YouTuber. But if you ever want to listen about the Nephilim and all that stuff and about the Watchers that came to Earth and stuff like that, head on over to Creepy Little Book. Go visit Pete. He's very, very knowledgeable in those subjects, and he's a cool dude. Only a couple years ago in the Middle East, there's name Goliath was found in a piece of pottery in an ancient village. Really, Patrick? That's interesting. So the Kentucky Dover Mound. Both, well, Ryan and you are 5'11", right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We miss you too, Pammy. I'm glad you're here as well. The Kentucky Dover Mound. The Dover Mound in the state of Kentucky, USA, is a large Native American burial ground within which was found the 7-foot-tall skeleton of an Adena man. I almost said Encino Man. Which I don't think Pauly Shore was finding this. What was more interesting that his height was abnormally, and he had an abnormally elongated head and disproportionately large torso in relation to his legs. At Native American burial grounds in Ohio, similar remains were found of an incredibly tall man with an elongated head and disproportionate large torsos. Initially, the skeletons were thought to be extraterrestrial origin, but science has confirmed they are definitely human remains. Archaeologists today still find similar remains at Native American burial mounds all over the country. Hey, Nubs!
What's up, Nubsy?
How you doing? The New York Giants, and no, we're not talking about the football team. In 1871, an archaeological dig at the Native American burial ground unearthed 200 giant skeletons, some measuring up to 9 feet tall. It also estimated that the remains could have been up to 9. Thank you, Nicole, for the ice cream. that the remains could have been up to 9,000 year old. Thank you, Summer, for the ice cream. Thank you, Nicole, for the lemon. Love those lemons and ice creams. At the time, the discovery of the remains were widely reported in the media, but today the remains have disappeared.
Imagine that.
Yeah. With red hair. In the 1920s, in the western U.S., bones of large giants were found with red hair. They stood about 9 feet tall. Yeah. Giant footprints. One of the most famous giant footprints was found outside of Pusli. So it was found in South Africa. It was found 100 years ago by a hunter, and locals named it the footprint of God. The print is 1.2 meters long, and the rest of the body was sized in proportion to the foot. The giant that made it would have stood between 24 to 27 feet tall. The footprint is in granite, one of the hardest rocks on Earth, and there are no chisel marks around it, meaning that whatever made the print must have stepped in the rock while it was still molten. It is estimated that the print could be anywhere from 200 million to 3 billion years old. If the correct age is in the upper end of the scale, the print was made when supposedly the only life on Earth was microbial. The little things. But even at the lower end of the scale, it could have not been made by any human ancestor we know. And here I pulled up the picture to show you guys. Let me go ahead and open this in a new tab so we can zoom in. Wrong button. So yeah, that's a pretty big footmark.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to come across that. I don't know about you guys.
I just find it weird how it's on the side of a rock.
Maybe it's laying down. Or it looks like the rocks were cut to build something.
Lost Soul says that it was made by me.
It was made by you? Okay. Mystery solved. There we go. We like solving mysteries here, so there we go.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Here's a black and white picture of it. It might be easier to see for you guys. Maybe not because it's smaller, but actually that looks like a different picture.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Oh, maybe not. No, it looks about right. But yeah, I definitely don't. Lost Souls, if that's your footprint, I do not want to see how tall you are. That's scary.
Oh, it's all good, Lost Souls. But, that is my footprint. I'm glad we take donations to pay for my next pair of sneakers.
Yeah, right. Yeah, really. He used old planks, and a lot of twine. Around the world, there have been similar footprints found embedded in old age rock. In San Jose, a 2.5 meter footprint was found near a local ranch. Whatever made it would have towered over even the giant from the Merkabah Z. In the same city, another 1.5 meter footprint was found on a cliff. In August 2016, Guizhou, China, a series of footprints were discovered, which each print nearly 2 feet long and indented nearly 3 centimeters into solid rock. Scientists have calculated that whatever made the prints would have been over 13 feet tall. And here's those pictures. You see them okay?
Oh, yeah.
That's big. And there's a couple, there it goes. Whatever it was is walking.
I bet he stubbed his toe up.
Right? So yeah, I mean, just to make them from a tree. Yeah, there you go. Number 5. Oh, well, no, sorry. In 1912, a 4-foot long print was unearthed in South Africa that was dated over 200 million years old. Whatever humanoid made that print would have been at least been over 27 feet tall. The giants, yeah, they're the true Bigfoot. The Giants of Death Valley. In 1931, a physician by the name of F. Bruce Russell discovered some caves and tunnels in Death Valley and decided to explore them with David Bowie. What they first assumed to be a small cave system turned out to go on for 180 square miles. One of the first things they discovered was some kind of ritual or religious hall covered in strange hieroglyphs, but stranger still, the discovery of 9-foot-tall humanoid skeletons. The story was first officially reported in San Diego newspaper in 1947. The remains were mummified and the estimated to be around 80,000 years old. However, the story quickly faded along with the giants' remains.
Have a good day, Lost Souls.
Take care, Lost Souls. Thank you so much for coming in, hon. I appreciate it. Lovelock Cave. From 2600 BC to the mid-1800s, Lovelock Cave in Nevada was supposedly used by a race of red-haired cannibal giants. Are these the ones you were talking about, Patrick? Someone in the world, not sure where, but did you know that there are fossilized footprints of human modern footprints next to it? I remember reading about that, Patrick. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but I remember reading about it. They were cannibals, which made them very unpopular with the Peyote Indians, who lived in the same area and who didn't like to being on the Giants' menu. There was a very long war between the Peyotes and the Giants, with the Giants being forced to retreat again and again until the cave was the only safe place for them. But even from the cave, they continued to hunt and eat the Indians until the Peyote lit a huge bonfire in the mouth of the cave, killing all the Giants within. And here is the skulls of a Loch Lake Cave giant compared to normal human skulls. You see that, honey? Mm-hmm. So yeah, it definitely elongated, not made elongated, like it doesn't look like the head was wrapped. It was just elongated from being born that way. Freaky Geek, it depends on how well it's preserved. There could be definitely some hair, kind of like when you buy chicken and there's feathers still on it. You know. Okay, they are the ones you were talking about. Yeah, the first evidence of these humanoids were discovered in the late 1800s. The cave was excavated from 1912 to 1924, and 40 strange pits were unearthed, containing thousands of duck decoys made of light wood, fishing gear, bark sandals up to 15 inches long, huge moccasins, shell beads, even a wooden grasshopper. In total, 20,000 artifacts were discovered. That's a lot. That's pretty cool.
Welcome back, Steve.
Welcome back. Welcome back. White humans, red-haired in China as well. Yeah. The thick layers of bat guano in the cave, which smothered the oldest storage pits, allowed the relics to be dated back to 2600 BC. That's crazy. Wisconsin giants. Now, I pulled up a story of the Wisconsin giants. Scientists were remaining stubbornly silent about a lost race of giants found in some burial mounds near Lake Delavan in Wisconsin in May of 1912. As reported in the New York Times May 4th, 1912 issue, the 18 skeletons found by the Person brothers exhibited strange and freakish features. Their heights ranged from 7.6 feet tall to 10 feet tall, and their skulls, not their skills, are much larger than those of humans that inhabit America today. They tended to have a double row of teeth, elongated heads, 6 fingers, 6 toes, and like humans, came in different races. I thought that was very interesting. So here's the picture of that. Let me blow that up. Here's at least one of the skeletons they found. That's crazy. Isn't that nuts?
That goddamn thing, oh, it'd be blocking your sunlight.
So, and then the last part of this is a giant cover-up. Over the last 100 years, thousands of giants have been found throughout the world, especially in American Midwest. So where is the evidence? One way or another, the Smithsonian Institute quickly caught wind of most of the giant findings and made the evidence disappear. In most cases, those who exhumed the giant skeletons reported their findings immediately to the Smithsonian, because that's what you do, right? You find something, you report it, because if you don't, you get in trouble. Naively trusting the Institute to do what was in the public interest. Apparently, the Smithsonian's concept of the public interest includes protecting Darwin's theory of evolution and established historical narrative at all costs. Of course, do you know how much money it would cost to rewrite history? Can you imagine how much it would cost to rewrite the entire history?
Why not? Look at Pluto.
Right. Well, yeah, that was just taking something away to put it back. Now you have to go through and rewrite how it got there. Makes you wonder they may have even been genetically created by the Anunnaki, Missy. Yeah, Missy and Eddie. Yeah, you never know. They could have been a part of the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki. You know. In August of 2015, the U.S. Supreme Court ruling forced the Smithsonian Institute to admit that it had been covering up and destroying tens of thousands of giant skeletal remains since the early 1900s.
That's pretty fucked up.
It is fucked up, right? The case against the Smithsonian was made by the American Institute of Alternative Archaeology, and the inferable evidence came from the whistleblowers within the Smithsonian, who admitted to the existence of documents that allegedly proved the destruction of tens of thousands of human skeletons reaching between 6 foot and 12 feet in height, a reality mainstream archaeology could not admit to it for various reasons. There has been a major cover-up by Western archaeology institutes since the 1900s to make us believe that America was first colonized by Asian people migrating through the Bering Strait 15,000 years ago, where in fact there are hundreds of thousands of burial mounds all over America, which the natives claim were there a long time before them, and that show traces of highly developed civilizations, complex use of metal alloys, and where giant human skeleton remains are frequently found but go unreported in the media and news outlets. It's pretty. No problem, Patrick. You can yell at us all you want. You're allowed. But, I mean, that's, we're hiding the truth about the forefathers of humanity, our ancestors, the giants who roamed the earth as recalled in the Bible and ancient texts of the world. And it's true. We're hiding all our history for the greater good. Is that what it's supposed to be? How this ties into Eddie is he doesn't have a form of giantism, but he kind of does. Would you care to explain?
Why? Just because they have to take 2 photos of each one to see the whole lung from top to bottom.
Like his torso is elongated, which means his lungs are elongated. So what takes us, 2 pictures to get our lungs done takes him 4. Not only that, I can tell you from his bladder is 10 times more bigger than anybody's bladder that I've ever heard go to the bathroom. As disgusting that is. Yes, he is. He's a freak.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm a chaos freak.
Right? Yeah, that's true, Patrick. I'm like that. I don't like change. I hate change. But I mean but yeah, so that's why I wanted to talk about Giants, is because I was just like, you know what, I'm going to do a study on you.
So full of arid piss.
Right? Exactly, Scott. That's so true.
Well, the part of it's a little scary though is because
and Budweiser.
Yeah, my lungs hang below my rib cage.
Yeah, below his rib cage. Like, yeah, he's weird, but I love him. I love him for all his weirdness. What can I say? But no, I mean, it upsets me though that people are hiding this stuff from us. What do you guys think? Yeah, he's been stretched on a rack. Now you're giving away our secrets.
Another mystery solved.
Yeah. I'm just over here. That is true. Weird is lovable. Hello.
Hiding or trying to hide the stuff from us after all you're finding clues.
Right. Yeah, massive cover-up. A deep, large subject could go on for hours. It really could. If anybody wants to come up and share their thoughts on the stories, or you look at some of the places in the South and Central America, the ruins. Yeah, and the locals said they were built by giants. Yeah, exactly, Patrick. That's the thing. I mean, how many things did we know that were, we're trying to figure out how things were built. Well, who's to say that the Egyptians didn't have giants building their pyramids? Or, the Mayans didn't have giants building their temples, or the Incas for that matter. Or who's to say those drawings, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Were made by giants because they could see. I can't share any thoughts as I have none except the ones Sarah says I can share. Yeah, the Sphinx. That's just, to me, it's crazy. I think they were developed a different type of tech and were wiped out. Well, according to, I mean, if you really want to get into it, you can check out Nibiru. That's, everybody thinks that like civilization builds up and then Nibiru comes back around and we either go home or we go, because that's where the Anunnaki come from, is Nibiru, supposedly. And we either go home or they wipe us out. probably more in tune with why humans exist. Yeah. But I just wish Nibiru would show its face so we don't hear about it every year.
You're going to hear about it every year, though.
We do. And Nibiru's coming. We hear in the UFO community. Let me put it that way. We hear about it all the time, every year. It's making its round. So what do you think? I mean, do you think some of the giants here, like, suffer from giantism?
Well,
are related to the skeletons that have been found?
Could be. I mean, it's hard to tell anymore.
Right. It's definitely crazy to me. Did we lose chat? Did I lose internet? Everybody stopped talking at once. Are we still alive?
I don't think we are. Nope.
Exactly, Nicole. But I mean, there's gigantism. I know you don't, Freaky. I wish you would, because I know you're intelligent. And I'd love to pick your brain. Yeah, and they're referred to in the Bible. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, though. I mean, those were giants. I mean, I'm not a big Bible person, so I really don't know too much. What I do know is from what, like, Eddie and other people have taught me. Did you cover the Iraqi episode with the giants? No, Freaky Geek. Steve. It wouldn't be painful, I promise. No, Steve. Let me know about that.
You just did.
This is true. Oh, the Iraqi war.
It's why I was.
Freaky geek. Yeah, David and Goliath, exactly. Oh, why you were asking Eddie yesterday. Did you hear about the giant at the Iraqi war?
No, I was too worried about getting shot at.
Exactly, Freaky Geek. And that's the thing. You know, all these things that are mentioned in the Bible, people are willing to believe about Jesus and everything, but they don't bring up that stuff. Like, I mean, I don't get it. I guess I don't get it. Isn't UFOs mentioned in the Bible too?
I don't think so.
Well, like chariots. I don't know. But I mean, I just don't get it. That's kind of like back in the day. We got talking the other night on a different channel about how paranormal people, cryptozoology people, and UFO people never used to get along. And it's like, how can you believe in one and not the other? I don't know.
Well, it's just like somebody saying they believe in heaven but not hell.
Right, yeah.
You can't have good without bad.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought, Steve. A passage in the Bible translated into modern day words describe an astronaut landing. Yeah, exactly, Freaky Geek. That's what they're thinking nowadays. The difference between giants and giants is the bone structure. True giants have no abnormal. Yeah, you're right, Patrick. You're very right. The giants of the skeletal, they're just giants. They have the same. There's no like, hey, Jim.
How you doing, Jim?
There's no abnormalities. You know, yeah, that. You can tell it's getting close to the end of the show. Lots of comments and stuff recorded in history as well as the Bible. people always thought it was paranormal or alien in those days. Yeah, that's just it. But yet nobody talks. It's bad to talk about.
Yeah, it's like a no-no.
Yeah, more chance of UFOs being from another dimension or realm, according to science. Right? Yeah. I don't get it. I mean, obviously you guys know from watching that I like talking about all subjects, weird and not really weird, but just I like picking brains. I like thinking or hearing what other people think about what I think about. That made any sense at all?
A little.
A little? Okay. A little. But I just don't, I mean, it's aspects that people should look into. You like talking about chocolate. Now, do you like dark chocolate or milk chocolate? Being over there,
What's wrong with white chocolate?
Well, I love white chocolate too. But being in the French, Canadian, Russian aspect, I'm sure it's, dark chocolate. I knew it. Because you guys are like the bitter. Lose me in every freaking chat at some point. Well, Scott, see, Alaska is the most western, most eastern.
The most northern. That's Scott. Scott will tell you.
Steve, I like talking about coffee and whipped cream. Those go very well together.
I don't know about coffee and whipped cream.
Yeah, I've done that.
What? You're freaking, what are you?
In the old days, dinosaur skulls were thought to be skulls of dragons. Yes, that were killed in the recent past. Yes, because Asian people usually, dragons were real. And I think that's why I like Norse mythology, is because their gods and goddesses were like Thor was the god of thunder, like the elements. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes, the kimono dragons. What point of the southernmost point in North America? Scott, Alaska is the most northern part of Russia. No, real dragon, not real dragon, but dragons from lore.
Right
back, all right, Patrick, hurry back. Oh hell! And you're meeting Andy, Nicole? Well, good lad, Curry boy. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. But yeah, it's one of those things that I just don't understand. It's kind of like what I say about, who was the second guy that walked on water?
I can't remember his name.
If you really think about that, that's kind of like what my other channel's about, but it's because he believed so much in his faith that he could walk on water, and as soon as he turned his eyes from Jesus,
that's when he went in.
That's when he went in.
No, it wasn't Moses.
No, not Moses.
Moses parted the damn waters.
Yeah.
He didn't have the log on him.
But because they believed so much in Jesus that he could walk on water. Jeff. Yeah, I don't think there was a Jeff, right?
No.
It was a fisherman or something.
Yeah, it was a fisherman. And Scott, no, he wasn't behind Jesus. Jesus was getting him to walk to him.
Yeah. And he kept saying, look in my eyes. And it's just like, I wish people understand that we all have that power if we believe enough in ourselves. History, I was thinking of that, but it's not Peter. It might have been Paul.
Yeah, I don't think it was an apostle.
I keep wanting to say it was Samuel. I can't remember. I don't know. Captain Birdseye? Captain Birdseye? Well, you never know, Freaky Geek. I don't know. I'm just... Welcome back, Patrick. Me too, Nicole. Me too. I can turn water into coffee as well. Superman. Could have been. He can fly. He believes he can fly.
Yep, she's getting tired.
No. I went to bed at 3. The donkey? It could have been.
That's what time our truck got.
Was it Peter, Beth? From Google? It could have been from Google. I don't know. No. Peter, after Peter came down out of the ship and walked in the water, he became afraid of the storm and began to sink.
That's not how I remember it being.
Peter here is named Petrus. Oh, really, Nicole? That's interesting. He called out to Jesus for help. Jesus caught him and reproved him from the lack of faith and led him back to the ship, whereupon the storm stopped. Matthew 14:29. He had to split the info to me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. That's the only thing that sucks, is you can't just put... I can turn water into wine to go with the cheese, if you know what I mean. At 3, that's the time you wake up every now. Yeah, I did. I stayed up. I couldn't fall asleep. But, well, I was scared because their internet was out at work last night. So I was like, did he make it? Did he get eaten by a bear? Because usually he says, good night, sweetie, sweet dreams.
I did say it.
Yeah, well, I didn't get it till, like, this morning. We say Jesus, you say, or they say Jesus. Did I say that right, Nicole? Jesus? No, that's like saying Jesus. I don't know. Yeah, Freaky Geek said, I don't recall the storm myself, just that Jesus was walking on water and talked Peter into joining him.
Take care, Scott.
Take care, Scott. Thanks for coming in, hon. I appreciate it. Oh, like Jesus. Yeah. Jesus invites Peter to come walk on water with him. I heard that too, Steve. Yeah, that's just what I remember. Like Jesus was in a boat or something. I don't know. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I went to Christian school. Summer school? Not summer school, weekend school, whatever the hell it's called.
Sunday school?
That could be it. Sunday school, yes. That's where I learned. Oh, shoot. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his own. Because that's stuck in my head since I was like 10 years old. All right, guys. I'm going to end this show. I hope you enjoyed it today. Thank you for sharing your info. I love that you guys chime in. I really do, because I'd like to know what you guys think about all this and that. Now we know that Eddie's a freak, and I love you. I love freaky guys. You know, what can I say? Well, I wasn't live, Freaky. I'm having a problem with my ear, and I don't know why I pointed at that one. It's that one. So I was having a little bit of dizzy spells yesterday, so I didn't go live. But thank you for apologizing for not being here. You guys can come and go as you please. You know that. We love having you here. We love talking with you guys. We miss you all the time. Yes, I am alive today. Yes, that is a good thing. I think so.
Thank you,
Eddie
Heather.
Huh?
I said, thank you, Heather.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Heather.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
yes,
will,
thank
Steve. Oh, and guys, keep your eyes open for an announcement, because we just might do a live investigation tomorrow night.
Is it tomorrow night or tonight?
It's Thursday night.
Okay, well, I'm confused on what your Thursdays are anymore.
Today's my Thursday.
So you said Thursday night.
When I go to work, it'll be midnight. It's Thursday.
So you work tonight?
Yes.
You don't work tomorrow night?
I don't, right, because I don't work Friday.
Okay. See, this is where I get confused. But we are going to do a live I believe everything's charged up. So we're going to go ahead and do a live investigation tomorrow night, I think.
We're talking about it.
So, yeah, so make sure, I'll send it out on Facebook and Twitter and all that good stuff. It does sound like that's our lives, Freaky Geek. Our life is a Abbott and Costello skit. Thank you guys so much for being here. Oh God, what am I doing? I was gonna say get over to D Live, but you guys are already there.
Just waiting on you.
What am I doing? I didn't yet tomorrow night. Yeah, I think so, Patrick.
Yes, it'll be Thursday night.
I get so confused with his schedule. All right, hold on. Give me a second to load the lemons. Why does it look so different over here? Because the monitor is so small. All right, guys, I'm opening up the chest. Are you ready? Are you ready?
That's not tonight, Freaky. I gotta go back. I gotta go to work tonight.
All right, I hit the button. So if it didn't pop up,
PLE, you have a good night too,
you
buddy.
have a good night as well, PLE. Love you too, and thank you for stopping in and hanging out. Thank you for the lemon, Summer. Beth, I don't know what to call anybody anymore. I love you guys. 4 seconds. Hit the chest. I'm not sure what time. Patrick got 78.9 lemons. Nicole got 45.7. Heather got 33.3. Freaky Geek got 26.7. And Beth got 22.5. Awesome job, guys. Awesome lemons. I'm not sure what time tomorrow, Patrick. But we'll just... yeah, exactly. That's how I am. Just don't call me late for dinner. Thank you for the ice cream, Freaky Geek. I love you guys. Thank you for the ice cream, Beth. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Heather, for the lemons. You guys are awesome. You really are. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm not saying that number. Good try. I am not trying to even say that number. I have enough time reading articles, as you could probably see from today. I'm lucky I could say 10,000, 20,000 years ago. Thank you so much for the lemons and the ice cream, guys. You guys are awesome. I love each and every one of you. I thank you so much appreciate you guys coming in here and hanging with us. I really do. And I love your thoughts on everything. All right. Tomorrow I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm trying to get some videos up on Shadow's Corner. So I'm trying. But Eddie won't leave the computer room. And I don't like making videos in front of him.
Too fucking bad.
All right, guys. I love you. Take care. Be safe. And remember, please find something today that makes you smile with your eyes. You gonna say goodbye?
Goodbye. Fist bumps, you know how it is, hugs. Stay safe, stay strong, and we'll see you some guys tomorrow.
Take care, guys.